Yo, SouthBoX Radio, we here. With my guy Maroon in here. Mad Max. Mad Max, we got something to talk about. We got to talk about last night's fights. Mad Max. We got to talk about last night's fights on SouthBoX Radio. Get my guy Mad Max in here. There we go. Yo. Here we go. SouthBoX Radio. Yo, Witty. Nah, I didn't find no shorts for you. I didn't do that. I didn't find no shorts for you. But Mad Max, what up, baby?
My two brands.
My guys. Yo, you heard? You got to take that Canelo jacket off.
Nello. Say it with me, Eric. Say it with me. Nello.
No. Man. Good. Yo.
Wow.
I meant this is what happened. I predicted that Canelo would stop Billie Joe Saunders last night. I predicted he would stop Billie Joe Saunders. And a lot of people had thought the fight was gonna be a good fight because they're rating Billie Joe Saunders off of the fight against David Lemieux. Didn't he fight Martin Murray also? But look how long ago that was. And look at the talent of those two guys versus the talent of Canelo Alvarez. God knows I don't like Canelo Alvarez at all. You understand what I'm saying? But I won't sit here and lie and say that the boy don't got talent. The issue I have with the boy is that there's just too much fugazi shit going on in his career. Consistent fugaziness. And I'm in love with boxing. I'm here on behalf of boxing. So I want boxing to be how I grew to love it. You understand what I'm saying? How it's supposed to be. You feel me? But Billie Joe Saunders came out doing this thing, moving. And when he did move and use his jab, he gave Canelo some problems.
Yeah.
He gave Canelo some problems when he was moving his jabs, just sticking and moving. But it was just a matter of time.
So before we get into
until he got touched.
Before we get into your deeper analysis on the fight, right?
Yeah.
Just give everybody your perspective on what you saw, your view on the fight going into the fight. Obviously, we know that, the mainstream view was that, Billie Joe was a huge step up for him, right? Like he wasn't being considered, and it ultimately proved true on the level of Canelo. But what was your perspective like? What did you see before the fight?
Before the fight, I saw Billie Joe's fights before. Martin Murray, David Lemieux. I saw those fights.
Yeah.
And I know the level of David Lemieux. I know the level of Murray. I know the level of Canelo. I've seen these three a lot of times. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Though Murray, Lemieux don't add up to Alvarez. Lemieux, basic fighter, ginormous power. You can't get hit by him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Murray, good boxer, but he's not at that top level. He's a good B-class fighter. Canelo, good defense, good power, well preserved.
Yeah.
Steroids.
You were expecting
package.
You were expecting a knockout.
Yeah, I predicted the stoppage.
Yeah.
I predicted the stoppage.
I was right there with you.
Stoppage.
Because I bet on.
I was saying this. I was saying they wouldn't put Canelo Alvarez in the fight if he thought he would lose. If they thought he would lose, like this could perhaps, they wouldn't put him in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
So that you what you predicted came true. But break down. You were about to do it, but break down. What you saw that you liked from Canelo. What did you like from Canelo last night?
Body attack.
Okay.
And he's always had that. He doesn't neglect the body.
Yep.
He doesn't neglect the body, and impeccable upper body movement, head movement side to side, impeccable.
I actually thought that the head movement was a little bit missing, or he didn't use it as much last night. You didn't feel that way?
He didn't use it as much. He didn't use it as much because Murray was moving.
You mean Saunders?
Not
Saunders
Murray, but Billie Joe Saunders was moving.
Yep.
You use head movement when the guy's standing there sipping his jabs. You got, understand what I'm saying? Like Jacobs. Like Danny Jacobs. When
somebody's using combos.
When Billie Joe Saunders says pop, 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 and he's over there, then pop, 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 and then he's over there, you can't really, you understand what I'm saying? Because he's not standing there for you to consistently.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Of course it makes sense. I told it to you.
And, did you see anything that you didn't like that Canelo, I know that you, as you rightly point out.
I just said it. I just said it. When Billie Joe Saunders was on his toes, Canelo was lost.
Yep.
Canelo was lost. When Saunders was on his toes, Canelo was lost.
So what did Billie Joe do right? Like, what was working for him last night?
Sticking and moving. I just said it.
And
if Canelo was lost, listen to me. If Canelo was lost when Sanders was on his toes, you tell me what the fuck Sanders did right.
You're right.
I know.
I'm being redundant. But I wanna get into the nitty gritty on sort of, because the things that I saw, right? When I was, because I just watched the fight I watched it again right before we got on here.
I'm listening.
Saunders was definitely in spots. His timing was great. Like, he hit him with that double, hook to the body, hook to the head, right? He used his jab well a couple times.
Yeah.
But Saunders also, a lot of times he looked out of position, and because he was out of position, those shots didn't really have the effect that they could have.
Yes.
We knew he wasn't a big puncher.
Yeah.
But I like, if you're gonna fight with Canelo and you're gonna be moving all night, you gotta slow him. You gotta slow him down, right?
Yes, sir.
And his shots weren't taking anything off of Canelo's relentlessness.
But to slow him down, Canelo. You saying to slow Canelo down? To slow Canelo down,
or to stop him from coming forward?
Huh?
To stop him from coming forward a little bit, Yeah.
You don't stop Canelo from coming forward by beating on him.
Yeah.
What you do, you know how you stop Canelo? I'm gonna ask you, how do you stop Canelo from coming forward?
Use your jab?
No. Every time he hit, you counter him with something. Every time he throw a punch, make a mess and make him pay for trying to hit you. That's how you stop Canelo from coming forward. Because how you're saying to stop him coming forward with the jab, that's going to get that head movement, and Canelo is going to dig that body, come up top of the hook, counter it, and that's what he's exceptionally good at. If you did that, then you're playing to his hand. You're playing to Canelo's advantage.
Right.
How you stop Canelo from coming forward is throwing feints, pot shotting side to side, make him miss, make him pay. Every time he throw a punch, slip it, count him 2 times and be on the other side of the ring. That's how you stop him.
Okay.
You can't stop him. You can't think you're gonna sit there and pop your jab and your 1-2 and stop him. That's not gonna stop him. That's playing to his advantage. Now he's shorter. you're where he wants you at now. Cause you dead throwing. He gonna slip and cut and touch you downstairs.
Yep.
He gonna slip and come over the top. You understand what I'm saying?
And we've seen him do it so many times. Yeah.
Say what?
I said we've seen him do it. We've seen him do it
several times.
Time and time again.
Look at the Danny Jacobs fight.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how you stop a guy, how you discourage a guy like from Canelo from attacking is you tap, he swings, he pull a punch, you slip it, you that, then you over there.
Yep.
You just like, you understand what I'm saying?
I kind of
Demetrius Andrade crashed Canelo's
I saw that
post-fight press conference last night. You saw that?
I saw that. It was heated. Heated.
Yeah.
It's good. Yo, That's good. That gets eyes. It gets,
It's great. It makes and it's good timing because Canelo's English is better.
Yep. He can actually kind of,
So now they can engage one another more.
Yep.
Now the fan can hear it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
but we all know.
And they talking about, oh, you haven't fought nobody. Well, be the somebody I fight, motherfucker.
Yep.
Somebody got to be the somebody.
And Andrade said something along those lines.
But guess what? But guess what?
Tell me.
Canelo Alvarez they said Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade ain't fought nobody, right? Answer me this question. Help me out. If Demetrius ain't fought nobody, and he ain't really fought no names, no. Who has Charlo fought?
Jason Rosario, Julian Williams. I mean, those are. No. But those are top guys in the division. Sorry, I'm talking the smaller Charlo. Sorry.
Demetrius Andrade got 3 world titles, so he beat the top guys in the division for those world titles.
Yeah, I agree with you.
J-Rock, Smack Son said J-Rock, but okay, what makes J-Rock a big name?
No, you're right. But I mean, but Canelo doesn't seem to be all that interested in Charlo either. I mean, we know what's next. We know
Caleb Plant.
We know. But hold on, before we talk about that, we skipped one thing, Eric. The stoppage. We skipped the stoppage. Let's just talk about the stoppage real quick. That was one clean shot, broke the orbital bone. I mean, do you feel that he quit, or do you feel like if somebody breaks your orbital bone, you better quit?
Listen to me.
Tell me.
Listen to me. He put on pink. He quit. Miguel Cotto broke Paul Maliaggi's orbital bone in the 2nd round. Paul Maliaggi finished the fight.
Wow.
Ruslan Provodnikov, and that's Miguel Cotto. Prime Miguel Cotto. 2005 Miguel Cotto. Ruslan Provodnikov broke Chris Algieri's orbital bone. Chris Algieri won the fight.
True. Split decision. Yeah.
Wasn't Billie Joe Saunders clowning Daniel Dubois, whatever, for quitting?
And you know what's funny
is a few months later he put on pink too.
You're right. And in the
what's with funny, these UK guys and their orbital bones?
Kell
Brook orbital bone.
Yeah.
Daniel Dubois orbital bone.
Yeah.
They make like. Do they make bootleg orbital bones in the United Kingdom? Kell Brook, Daniel Dubois, Billie Joe Saunders.
Needs a calcium shot.
In their orbital bones?
I don't know.
Head movement is lacking across the pond. Except for Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury damn near got his orbital bone broke against Otto Wallen.
Yeah. Another funny thing I picked up on
in his orbital bones, man.
when he was like his whole intro coming into the ring, right? You know, they had that like Winston Churchill's like, we will fight you in the fields, we will fight you on the beaches, we will never surrender.
Yeah,
they said that, and clearly he surrendered.
And then he put on pink 20 minutes later. The motherfucker put on pink. The same motherfucker that was talking shit about Daniel Dubois. Yeah, go out on your shield, da-da-da, warrior, da-da-da, gypsy, da-da-da. The same motherfucker put on pink. He looked like Tyson Fury outfit.
But just the question here, another question.
Last night.
Have you ever seen a guy get punched with one shot and then immediately from that one shot, instantly you look at him and it's purple all up in here?
Yeah, like so that a million times. Nate Campbell when he
because
Diaz.
No, I guess
Diaz.
No, I guess you're right. It just seemed dramatic to me that he hit him and then he came up and then boom, it was purple. It wasn't like, you know.
Listen. Billie Joe Saunders wasn't about that life to begin with. Billie Joe Saunders wasn't about that life to begin with.
Yeah,
that's why he got popped. That's why he got popped with steroids when he was about to fight Boo Boo Andre. He needed a way out. Billie Joe Saunders' energy was afraid last night. Last night he had fuck nigga energy. That was fuck nigga energy we saw last night.
So
stop me when I lie.
So it was Billie in your mind it was Billie Joe not being game, and it wasn't Canelo making a statement. That wasn't a statement by Canelo.
Billie Joe not on that level.
But did it say anything about Canelo to you at all?
The motherfucker initials is BJ.
But
I'm not talking about my man Flores.
Did you like
Billie Joe Saunders is not on that level. Billie Joe Saunders quit last night. Billie Joe Saunders put on pink. The referee came to the corner and said, "You all right?" He looked at his coach. You supposed to say, no, I'm a fight.
Yeah.
Take every page out of Paul Maliagi's book. Look at Paul
I'm gonna watch that fight now that you said that.
That's why I love Paul Maliagi so much, because he's the definition of a gangster in that ring. True. Paul Maliagi earned my respect 20, 30 fucking years ago. Not 30, but 20 something. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Listen to me. Mm-hmm. Billie Joe Saunders is not built like that. Billie Joe Saunders was over there fighting who he was fighting across the pond in the United Kingdom, and he was building his resume over there. He got a good fight against David Lemieux. He beat David Lemieux. David Lemieux hits hard, but he's so fucking methodical. You understand what I'm saying? And he was able to outfox Lemieux.
Is Billie Joe done? I mean, where does he go from here?
Fight for Billie Joe. It's over. Before the fight,
because of the injury, or because there's just nothing really more that he can do.
There's nothing there. Listen, before the fight, Billie Joe was done. Before the fight last night, Billie Joe was done. And what I mean by this is, don't get me wrong, he was undefeated. He had the title. He beat some good guys, but he was done because he was never crossing over. He was never crossing over to that superstar.
Yeah.
It was downhill from there. And then I see the other fighters adding around his division. Oh shit, he not gonna beat this guy. He wasn't gonna beat Charlo. He wasn't gonna beat Boo Boo Andre. The Canelo fight was a fucking money grab. So he get out the game.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The Canelo fight was a money grab. So was he gonna beat Charlo? No. Was he gonna beat Demetrius Andre? No. Who was he gonna beat?
He wanted to fight the most elite guy for the that could give him the biggest payday
at the top level. Yes,
and
he got that. So
he
it's
got
over.
it, and it's probably over.
Now it's
Yeah.
over. It was a money grab. That's all that was.
So Caleb Plant.
Huh?
So Caleb Plant.
Against Billie Joe Saunders or against Canelo?
No. For Canelo's next fight.
Listen. Shout out to my guy Caleb Plant. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Caleb. Caleb getting it out the mud. I'm proud of Caleb. I wish Caleb luck. I keep telling you, I live in Caleb Plant's DMs. I live in his DMs. Like, yo, Caleb, do this, do that, do this, do that. I'm telling you, Caleb, do this, do that. I live in his fucking DMs. Ask him.
So how do you see that matchup?
He got to swim without getting wet. That's what Caleb Plant got to do. That's what Caleb Plant got to do. Caleb Plant got to be. I said, listen, take every page out of Floyd Mayweather's book. Take every fucking page out of Floyd Mayweather's book against Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
That is how you
That's what he got to do. That's what he's got to do.
Specifically that.
But I mean, if there's any guy with the style,
when it comes to hand speed, Canelo put combinations together faster and better than Plant does. Canelo,
okay.
Faster and better. He puts better. He makes him miss and make him pay. Better upper body movement than Plant. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Hit harder than Plant.
His footwork, though, is arguably,
and that's the only thing that's what
Plant has that's better.
Plant has that to his advantage.
And Plant's footwork is definitely better than Billie Joe, and Billie Joe's footwork made it close.
You know what?
For a couple rounds.
Height has a lot to do with it. Because Floyd Mayweather was able to. He's not that tall, so he was able to get low and be right in Canelo's range.
Yep.
If Billie Joe Saunders is so tall, when he get low, he still won't be in Canelo's range.
You mean Caleb?
Yeah, Caleb Plant. Yes.
Actually, another thing I noticed was that Billie Joe was fighting small. Wasn't he? He was like trying to. I don't know if was that to like protect his body. Was he like watching the body shot? So he's like sunk down.
Leaning, stand in front of his knee, and he was in front of his knee.
He made himself small.
He was doing that, and that has a lot to do with his eye getting chopped up last night.
Yep. He had his head down.
Looking like me today.
It's definitely
company. Fuck it, I got somebody
fucked up. His eye is fucked. So do you think that Caleb Plant's height works against him because he can't? He's a lot lankier than even like BJS. Like, what is Caleb? 6'1", 6'2"?
Nah, Caleb.
No, 6 foot. 6 foot.
5'10" to 6.
Oh, really? I don't know why I'm thinking he's taller than that.
5'10" to 6.
I think that fight is competitive, more competitive than BJS.
Very competitive.
I'd say it goes the distance for sure. I would bet on that going the distance solidly, but I don't know if I can favor Caleb. I think, like you said, he has to pull off the Floyd.
Listen to me. I want him to win. I know the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like the guy. I've met the guy. I like him. I think he's a cool brother. I like him. Mm-hmm. He's a good fighter. I like him. He's a respectful dude. I like him.
Yep. Yeah, he's definitely a cool dude.
He's getting it out the mud organically. I like him. I like Caleb Plant.
For sure.
I want to see him win.
Yep.
I want to see him win.
Yeah.
This is the guy that, you know what, I want to see that guy win. I mean, obviously, I wish it was Demetrius Andrade getting the shot because I think he's a bit more deserving of it.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at Caleb because I know how the business of boxing goes.
Demetrius Andrade's fight was his last fight was at 168, right? So he just stepped up to 168, right? So he's there. So there's really no excuses. So I think that
there is an excuse. There is an excuse. Canelo making an excuse.
Well, you're right. But
you haven't fought no one. You haven't fought nobody. We'll beat somebody
after
else.
he beats,
Help me help myself.
After he beats Caleb Plant, or if he, sorry, I shouldn't say that. If he beats Caleb Plant and he collects all the belts, right? I think he ultimately reaches the pinnacle of his career, right? I mean, you're unifying 168. That's what he came to do. I think that's like, given everything else that people are already giving him credit for, I think that's all he needs to do to then say to himself, I'm going to fight literally anyone and everyone that's left. So I think I would love to see him as he's coming from that pinnacle, come back, fight Dmitry Bivol, fight Beater Bev if you're going to go to 175, fight Andrade, fight Charlo, fight them all. Who cares? Those are money fights.
He's young enough, and those are fights we need to see.
He's
young enough. Canelo's young enough.
There's no reason not to once you've solidified, you've become undisputed. Once you've gotten 4 belts and you did what you came to do.
TK said he was mandatory. He talking about why Canelo fought. He talking about why Canelo fought Yogan. He was mandatory. Guess what? Charlo was mandatory, and Andrade was mandatory, and we never got none of those fights. So what's your new excuse, MTK? He was mandatory. Yeah, motherfucker. So was Charlo. So was Demetrius Andrade. How come they didn't get their mandatory fight? Talk to me, MTK, but when you do, make sense. Don't talk no suckery to me.
I still think that David Benavidez. I still think David Benavidez is the biggest threat to Canelo.
I think Benavidez.
And I didn't mention that name.
Very exciting fight. Biggest threat. I'm not sure about biggest threat, but I think it'll be a very good fight.
Then who do you think is the biggest threat?
Biggest threat because I think David Benavidez is right there for Canelo to do what he do best. But it'll be action regardless.
Who's best?
And Benavidez is not gonna pull a Billie Joe Saunders. Benavidez is not gonna put on pink. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh hell no. He doesn't. He doesn't know. That color is not in his universe.
And even after the fight, I saw the Mexicans was fucking the Brits up in the arena last night.
I saw that too. It's a lot of pent up aggression from the pandemic, bro.
Yo, this is crazy.
Who do you think is the best suited fighter currently that's in or around Canelo's weight class that really has the best shot to win, the best odds to win against him?
I just got to go with Demetrius Andrade, but Demetrius Andrade got to be the best Demetrius Andrade he ever was, because the Demetrius Andrade that showed up in his last fight is not going to do it. But when you're a true fighter, the best bring out the best in you.
Yeah.
The best bring out the best in you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So let's see if Boo Boo rise to the occasion.
So stylistically,
because I've been speaking a lot of life into Demetrius Andrade. I've been speaking a lot of life into him beating that boy. You feel me?
We've been talking about
what it takes. He just got to be ready.
Yeah. We've been talking about Andrade since the first episode of this show, and I know you know him. So it would be awesome to get Andrade on the show. I'd love to see Boo Boo.
It'd be great. I done hit him up.
What stylistically, like, how does that fight play out? Like, what does he do that you see that he beats? Why does he beat Canelo? Like, what does he have?
Reach, good defense, good legs, and boxing skills, speed and power. But mostly speed, reach, and agility. Speed, reach, agility, skill. It ain't about the power. Speed, reach, agility, skill. speed,
Mm-hmm.
reach, agility, skill.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
how look at that quadfecta: speed, reach, agility, and skill.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
I mean,
You don't need power when you got
it's the
those.
package, man.
You feel me?
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
hell of
Yep.
a package: speed, reach,
Mm-hmm.
agility, skill.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? So he just got to be the best him. He got to
Yep.
come up. He got to perform like he never performed before, because after all, this is the biggest fight of his life. You know how Phil Collins got the song, "I've been waiting for this moment for all my life." So
I don't know
this
that.
is
I don't know
that
that one.
moment. This is that moment. This is that moment. Be the best you could ever be.
Yeah.
This is that moment.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, if he can fight Gennady Golovkin next, if Boo Boo can get GGG, he needs that marquee name. We've talked about this.
Yeah,
He
he
needs
needs
that
the
marquee
marking
name,
name. He needs the
and
marking name.
because then he can come back to Canelo.
But honestly, I don't think Canelo would do it even if he beat GGG, because they're gonna be like, I beat him twice already. Do something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It may have to be Charlo.
Might have to be. But, you know, when you think about Canelo, so Canelo is kind of a free agent, right? So he doesn't have to fight on DAZN. But the question is, you know,
Say what?
well, he seems to really like Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn has, you know, a really solid relationship with DAZN, and we know Caleb Plant is with BBC. I mean, you know, we don't know the answer to this, but how do they figure that out? Like, which
The
platform do
money
they
got to
fight
be
on?
right. The money got to be right.
I think they got to do a
Gotta be right.
pay-per-view,
That's what
you
that
know,
is. The money got to be right. The
and they
money.
might have to do a pay-per-view, right?
Yeah, of course there's gonna be a
Well,
pay.
yeah, that would be a pay-per-view, yeah.
Of course, the money got to be right. When the
Yeah.
money right, they gonna make it happen.
Yep.
Because
Yep. Yep.
after all, it's not like the feud between PBC and Top Rank.
Yeah.
There is really no feud between PBC and DAZN.
No.
You
No, they can
understand
do
what I'm
it. They can make that happen. Eddie Hearn
saying?
can work with pretty much.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a problem. And
Yep.
Canelo, like you say, Canelo technically ain't involved with neither one of these motherfuckers. He's not a matchroom fighter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
So, where's the issue? Where's the issue?
You know, we
Let's
haven't
make this fight happen.
Danny Jacobs' name hasn't come up in this conversation yet, and Danny would be. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I know they fought in the amateurs, but Danny and Boo Boo, Danny needs to get that first fresh, you know, that refresh fight back, you know,
I wouldn't put Danny and Boo. I wouldn't put Danny in with Boo Boo right now. Nah.
yeah, and he just came up to 168.
Danny, yeah. He fought Gabe Rosado was the last fight. That wasn't that impressive.
Yeah,
Danny need to get a couple good wins and get that confidence back.
he needs to
That's what
get back,
Jacobs
get
needs.
back his mentality.
Danny Jacobs need to get a good win and get that confidence back, because
Yeah.
the Gabe Rosado win was an impressive win. So if if Demetrius Andrade came and beat Danny Jacobs right now, Canelo's gonna be like, no sweat, I beat him already. He gonna give him the same energy he gave if he beat Triple G.
That's
You
a good
feel me?
point.
That's how
Well,
that.
maybe Benavidez and Boo Boo can face off. You know,
That'd be a good fight.
that would be fireworks.
That'd be a real good
Ooh,
fight. And to be honest with you,
ooh.
if 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 Boo Boo got Benavidez and if he got Benavidez and he got Triple G, does he need Canelo? I mean, for a big payday, he need Canelo, but he still got two short names.
Let's just theoretically say that he beat both those guys, then it makes total sense for both men's legacies for obviously then Boo Boo and Canelo to face off. You know what I mean?
It makes great sense for their legacy. Just like Earl
Because
Spence, stands Crawford.
yeah,
But when you look at the people that Earl Spence has beat, do he need Terence Crawford?
Yeah, no, he
You
doesn't. He
understand what
doesn't
I'm saying?
necessarily.
That's
He
what I'm
doesn't
talking about.
necessarily. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Yep.
My
It's a
son
good.
said Billy Joe beats any other super middleweight. Nah.
No way, dude. No
Anthony Durrell,
way. He's at the bottom of the totem pole.
Anthony Durrell, Caleb Plant, they will spank Billy Joe Sanders.
Yeah.
They will spank Billy Joe Sanders.
I put everybody we just named above Billy Joe.
Billy Joe Sanders. Billy Joe put on pink last night.
Yeah.
Billy Joe put on pink
just
last
skill
night.
wise. Just skill wise, I think, Danny Jacobs, the Charlos, Benavidez.
Think about that.
They're all higher
Billy
caliber.
Joe Sanders and against David Benavidez.
Yeah. Can GGG beat Andre?
No, not now.
Too small.
Not now, but like I said, Andre got to come great. He got to come great because the last thing to go is that power. GGG can still fight. Andre got to come great because that same shot that rocked Andre this last fight, if GGG landed that shot, Andre was going down.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And GGG's a finisher. Plant versus Benavidez, wow. I
love that
I might
matchup.
have to go at Benavidez.
Same.
I might have to go at Benavidez.
Yeah,
Give him 7 out of 10 from last night. I hear you.
My calculation on Benavidez is that I think he's right below Canelo, if not on any given night able to. That's just my opinion. I just he's such a dog.
I meant at 68. Who the champs at 68?
You got Canelo. You had BJS. You have
Charlo.
Not at 68.
No,
he's at 60.
60.
Caleb Plant.
Yeah.
It's just Caleb and
Canelo.
And Canelo now.
And so
Charlo has a belt. I mean, Boo Boo has a belt at 160.
Yeah. I think Charlo possessed the biggest threat style-wise. Nah, I don't think Charlo. Charlo got a style that stand right in front of you. Canelo gonna slip and bob and weave the shit out of Charlo. You got to be slick and slippery to beat Canelo.
Charlo's still really a 160.
Charlo not slick and slippery. Slick, slippery. That's what you got to be.
And you think Charlo might be a little small for 68E?
Perhaps. Because Canelo a big 68. Canelo a big 68.
Yeah.
Short, big 68. He on steroids. He jacked. Big 68. What about Boo Boo versus Charlo? Shit, I'm going for Boo Boo. Billy Joe can't stand with Boo Boo, but with Triple G and Charlo, nah. Billy Joe can stand with Boo Boo. Billy Joe get shit by he'll get circles boxed around him against Demetrius Andrade. But no. Billy Joe can't stand with Triple G nor Charlo. Yep, that's a fact. He loses to GGG and Andrade.
Yep. Bottom of the totem pole.
Say what?
I said Billy Joe's bottom of the totem pole, 168 for the elite guys.
Yo, tilt your hat forward a little bit so the SouthBoX is showing. Yeah.
I need to fix the lighting in the back here.
Yeah, I like that. No, I like that shit. You my mans. You look like a cop.
I make it look good, dog. You're not the first person to tell me I look like a cop. You know that? I told you when I was in St. Pete, right? I went to Thurman's gym, right?
Yeah.
The St. Pete Boxing Club, and I had this feeling that all these guys were just like, "Who the fuck is this dude? Like, he's a cop. He's a cop. He's trying to, Thought I was gonna try and bust somebody for something."
Because that's how you look. You got the right ticket energy.
Because of the bald head. Cops are bald,
Can Norris pull an upset against Devin? Fuck no, he can't.
Man, but you know what? You know, I thought it was an exciting end last night to that fight.
Yeah, it was a good end. It was a good end.
It was something unexpected.
Boy made sure he went out with a bang. He put on pink. He went out looking like a drag queen. Hey,
I'm gonna go watch Paulie Malignaggi and Miguel Cotto. I want to look back on that fight.
Paulie got his eye cracked open in the second round. Paulie went 12. And then Paulie came back later in his career. And then Paulie came, and that was for Paulie's World IBF belt. And then he came back later in his career and won the WBA belt.
Won it back, yeah.
You feel me? But like I said, something about these UK fighters and they fucking eye sockets. Daniel Dubois, motherfucker. No, for real. Daniel Dubois, Kell Brook, Billie Joe Saunders. Like, God, that's a trifecta of eyes. That's like me times 3. The fuck going on?
I was gonna say, man, like, you know.
What we doing? Yes, damn. Am I from the UK? Like, what the fuck?
You might be. You gotta check that.
I gotta look at my lineage, man. I gotta look at ancestry.com. I see what
23andMe.
You feel me?
23andMe.
23andMe.
Yeah, you can. You can be our sponsor. What's up?
Man. But yeah, man, it was look at these knuckles. Look at my knuckles.
Yeah, those are time-tested knuckles right there.
Look at the knuckles on this boy. You see the knuckles?
Them's time-tested.
Them man hands. Them hands that don't work. Them working man hands. Them hands that don't put in work. Let me see your hands.
Yeah, you know, I hit the bag with this.
Look at that knuckle. Look at that knuckle. Look at that knuckle.
Is there a problem with that knuckle?
Whoa, that knuckle. If that knuckle hits somebody right here, gonna split them open. You're gonna Tyson Fury them. You're gonna get.
You know it, baby.
You're gonna get them the Billie Joe Saunders eye.
I need to get back and I need to get back for some sparring, man.
My son MTK said not always. What you mean not always? Not always what, MTK? Let me hear this shit you got mustard. Let me hear the shit you got mustard. Not always what? What not always?
He's already wearing one.
Look at Canelo hands. Look at Canelo hands. Listen, man, it was a good fight last night, but I already knew what was gonna happen. It's crazy how far ahead Canelo is of everyone else in the pound for pound. What you mean by that, boxing menace? Boxing menace. What you mean by that? Talk to me. Elaborate. Far ahead on what aspect?
I still have Terrence Crawford as my number one, but
I got Terrence Crawford as my number one.
If Canelo beats Plant, you arguably have to move him to number one.
Yeah.
And then not saying that Terrence can't come right back.
Terrence Crawford my number one. Even though see, the thing is this: Terrence Crawford calling out the killers, but they scared. Canelo ain't calling out the killers. You like Benavidez over Canelo, Witty? All right, you're Witty.
Why?
Let's make that bet.
Why, Witty?
Witty, let's make that bet, Witty. Let's make that bet. Witty. Matter of fact,
that would be a bold bet.
I'm owed $1,000 from last night. I won $1,000 last night.
Did you bet on it? You bet on the fight? I thought you didn't bet.
I hollered at Matt because I just knew what was going on. I knew it like I know this boxing shit. I knew what was going on. You owe me 100. I know you owe me 100. That was from another fight. I'm owed 1,000 from last night. Yeah, that's your brother. Tell your brother I said give him my money. You got my Venmo.
Business.
So now I got $1,100 between you and your brother. I got $1,100. Now do you wanna yo? Now do you wanna put $1,000 on Benavidez? Do you want to put $1,000 on Benavidez? Because I won't put 1,000
They
on
got to make the
Canelo.
fight first.
You good for 100? How about 500? Let's do 500. Let's meet me in the middle. 500. 500. 500.
I thought you weren't a gambler, E.
Yo, huh?
No drinking, no smoking, no gambling.
I don't gamble, but these guys, it's not a gamble. It's just a money grab.
That's confidence. That's confidence.
Yo, it's just a money grab. It's a fucking money grab. I'm owed $1,100 from these guys. You feel what I'm saying?
I bet on DraftKings last night. DraftKings, you should sponsor us.
That's like you said, MTK. That's if they could make the fight. We should get, you know what? We should get millions.co. Millions.co. SouthBoX Radio on millions.co. Let's think about that. Millions.co. Because I do a live stream for the fights on millions.co. Oh, I heard it got made and read it.
You got a question here, E.
Huh?
Who's going to be the first champ out of SouthBox?
We got a lot, man. We got Peter Dobson. He leading the way. He's 12-0, 7 knockouts.
Pistol Pete.
8. We got Christian Otero now, undefeated, 3-0, 4-0 round there. You know what I'm saying? Christina Cruz going to the Olympics, you know what I'm saying? We got Josue Vargas. Josue Vargas is doing this thing. He like 17-1 or 18-1. That one loss was a disqualification. So I think Josue Vargas is going to be the first SouthBox fighter to bring home a world title. Josue Vargas on the top rank.
He had a great performance 3 weeks ago under the Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah. We got a nice performance. Put some good
Navarrete
together. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We didn't even talk about Edgar Berlanga too, but he was interviewed after the Canelo fight, saying in a couple of years he wants to fight.
But right now, all jokes aside, I don't see Berlanga beating Canelo if they fought next. I don't see that. No.
Oh, he's too.
Yeah, he's too new. Let him build more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. Nah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the boy. Everybody want to get paid. You feel what I'm saying? But
3 or 4 years from now, though, E.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
Canelo's
sort of on his way out.
Yeah.
Pass the baton kind of
fight. Kind of fight. Yeah. But see, Mayweather passed the baton to Canelo, even though he whooped Canelo's ass. That's crazy. Mayweather passed the baton. Like normally when you pass the baton, you beat the older.
You got beat. Right.
But this time Mayweather passed the baton to Canelo, but still fucked up the young boy. That's crazy. Shout out to my top boy Mayweather, pretty boy. Money May all day. I love it. I love it. Yeah, man, this boxing thing is interesting.
Yeah.
This boxing thing is interesting.
What do we got coming up? What do we got?
Talk to me.
I think next weekend is the fight that everybody's sort of anticipating is Omar Figueroa's younger brother, Brandon Figueroa, is fighting Louis Neary, who just came off that big win against the British dude. Those are I think they're bantamweights.
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Louis Neary, he's a Mexican fighter.
Have you heard from Omar? Have you heard from Omar?
No. We exchanged some DMs, you know, right before.
I hope he's well. I hope it's
Yeah, I'm sure he's just trying to kind of think about his next move. But
I hope he's well.
Yeah, same here, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
bless him. But yeah, man, that's what happened last night.
That's what happened, and so it's going to be an interesting. Lead up to Caleb Plant versus Canelo. That definitely seems like the next step, and then after that, then we'll really see if Canelo's about that smoke. We'll see who he fights after that. But I mean, we can't overlook Caleb Plant at all. That is a much closer fight than what we saw last night.
My man said, "What's next for Billie Joe?" Like I said early in the podcast, this was to me, this was a money grab for Billie Joe. This was all right. I'm out of the game fight unless he won. But I don't think he was really confident in winning. You understand what I'm saying? That's why he was, making all the big winning shit about the rain, You feel me? But I think I might be quiet for Billie Joe now. I think it's over. You understand what I'm saying? I think it's over.
Maybe he does like one more sort of like farewell fight, get one go out on a win against another Brit.
Probably over there in the United Kingdom. Because
his eye will never be the same. Nah. You said that to me last night, right?
I meant the heart. It's about the heart, but it's about the eye too. Yeah. You feel me? Because look at Kell Brook. His eye was never the same. Paul Maliaggi, he didn't fight too much after that, but he did become world champ again. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Paul Maliaggi fought good enough defensively where he was fast with his head movement, side to side footwork and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then let's see what happened with him. His eye fucked up too. Everybody want to be like me these days, man. Get your Eric Kelly on.
They're getting that Eric Kelly on.
You feel me?
I'm a piece.
Let me check my shit.
There was only that one night where it looked normal. It's not going to happen again.
It's not.
Not tonight. But we like it. We like it like that.
Yeah. The women love it, boys.
You wouldn't be Eric Kelly without it.
Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if Billie Joe Saunders get Boo Boo to fight before he retire, but that's not gonna happen because if that eye don't heal right, Boo Boo gonna be like on the eye like radar, like he's so accurate. You seen how he was landing that uppercut this last fight? Oh my goodness. Yeah. But yeah, man, good fights last night. Let's see what happened this weekend. Max, thank you for doing this with me and supporting.
Always.
Being great at it.
Thank you for having me.
Great at it, being loyal to it. I appreciate it. I'm grateful to have you.
I'm grateful to be a part of this, man. You know it. Brother. Every week, 24/7.
That's a fact. 365. SouthBoX Radio. Peace.